And we are live. What's up, everybody? We are at an undisclosed location. But before we get started, can you hear me? Do we look okay? Does the video look good? It gives a few people to come over from POA. Thanks for the raid. We'll be talking to y'all later, hopefully, if you hear us. If you can hear us. Yep, loud and clear. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay, good.
Yep, loud and clear. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Who had their phone on?
Yeah. So we're looking a little orange. Well, I'm not the bad orange man, so sorry. So we're at an undisclosed location.
Well, it's not undisclosed now.
Well, we haven't
Okay.
revealed. But before we disclose the location,
Any guess?
Shelly's going to give all the shout outs and hello to everybody who's here. And go ahead and put in the chat where you think we might be.
All right.
As I have a drink from my disappearing cup here. That's kind of cool. It's disappearing.
So, hello, Avenger RV Adventure. First in the room. Nursing Our Travel Bug. Second in the room. Let's see. New Vision Security Services. Hello, William Dixon. Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. Full-Time Dream.
Oh, let me stop you for a second. For those of you who actually do know where we are, please don't say thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Meant to be RVing. Jean Bainey. Scrolling down, making sure I get everybody. Lily Gypsy Child, the photographer. Blue Wave Odyssey. Artist on the Road. Oh, and it just jumped on me. Let's see. Van Life with Gina Payne. Mel Nettie Living Free Zip Codeless. Love the hat you sent, Papa Drew.
Yep, awesome hat.
Papa Drew.
Speak of the devil.
Steve Turtle, Lucky Dog Productions. Hello, hello. And Suzanne Nelson Klein is in here, and Linda Barker. So we have 27 in here. That's who's in our chat so far.
Awesome. So
I hope I didn't miss anybody.
I've seen people guess your RV, goats again, goat farm, in your driveway, on a farm. Camper Life already knows, so he's ineligible for the prize. Okay.
Hello, Camper Life.
Oh, POA just showed up. Hello, hello. All right.
Kira Williams, Mr. Roboto.
So for the big reveal of where we are.
Podcast.
First of all, let's do this.
I want cake. Wasn't eating some. We have cake, Papa Drew.
We have cake. Stand by for cake. Just pulling all the way down.
It tells you nothing.
Tells you nothing. But back here.
That way.
Is our camper. Right here. This is our house. We're back in North Carolina. Sadly.
It was kind of a good thing, though. Because our kids were here while we were gone, and we said, take out the trash. Don't have any trash here. So if we'd stayed out longer, it would have been yucky.
Been thinkier.
Yeah, but all good.
So we're home. We got home yesterday. But the story of our travels, some of it already got kind of spilled on the RV Underway show last night, for those of you who watched Ricky and Barbara. We were in Mississippi, as you all know, Gulfport, Mississippi, staying on the Navy base there, or the Naval Construction Battalion Center, Shields RV Park. And on Thursday, we were told that we're probably going to shut down the base And you guys, well, we don't know what you're going to do, but you'll probably at least be able to stay through the end of your reservation. Well, the only reason we were staying there as long as we were is Shelly had some work to do next week there, which got canceled because of the issue not to be named in this show, because we are a virus-free zone here. And so we were just hanging out to meet up with, we were going to meet up with Dustin and Leslie and Scout from Wayward Wags, but because of all the plans changing with campgrounds closing and all that stuff, we was like, well, we better head back to North Carolina while we can, because we got a phone call on Friday from Eglin Air Force Base, which we were going to be meeting up with Wayward Wags and RV Underway. And they said, hello, and thank you for having a reservation with us. We're here to cancel it. So we lost our reservation, refunded our money back, thankfully. So we went ahead and cut short our stay in Gulfport, Mississippi, and they refunded us. They were very easily, very nice. They refunded us the money we'd already paid up front, because we were going to be there for another couple of weeks. And
10 days.
And 10 days. And to tell you how quickly they refunded our money, we did that Friday morning, and I checked my credit card account today, and the money was there. So it wasn't one of those 8 to 10 business days things. So good on them for that. But so we drove. We got up Friday morning, took our time, got ready, and we drove. We started heading home. And my fear is always driving through Atlanta at pretty much any time of the day, because the traffic is crazy.
Hello, James Cantonese. How are you? Hello, traveling down the banisters. And I don't know if I missed anybody else. I'm looking.
New Vision Security Services says this is poo-poo on everybody's parade. Absolutely it is. So we were going to say, well, we'll just get up and we'll start rolling, and we'll stop somewhere outside of Atlanta and just like hang out at a rest area for a few hours. That way we can just kind of break up the trip. So we got to the place where we wanted to stop. We ate lunch.
Well, I just want to say this. When I went over to tell her that morning that we were rolling out in just a few minutes, we literally got our slides in, the jacks were up. All Michael had to do was disconnect and we were rolling. And she met me. Normally you had to walk up to the building. They had the window open and you had to speak through the window. And she actually met me outside and said, I was just coming to ask you if you wanted to extend. I was like, no.
So,
no.
So we're at the Georgia Welcome Center.
Georgia Welcome Center.
Eating lunch, chilling out. And I said, and this was what, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. It was one of those hours.
4 o'clock.
It was in the afternoon,
3 or 4.
Early afternoon. And I look on Google Maps, and lo and behold, all the traffic in the Atlanta area was green, which I don't think I've ever seen before in my life. So I was like, well, we'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So we drove through Atlanta at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday afternoon. And I was on cruise control the entire time. Nobody cut me off. I mean, there was some cars on the road, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't cut off. I didn't have to slow down for anything. The only time I had to slow down was like when I was taking an exit or whatever. But other than that, I just rolled right. It was like driving through Atlanta at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. But it was Friday afternoon at 5.
Mr. Roboto said I saw it all green once on Walking Dead.
Well, we were in Georgia.
And Avenger RV Adventure said his wife drove through there on Thursday evening on her way home.
So we made it all the way to Augusta. We spent the night at the Cabela's in Augusta, which was our first time staying at a Cabela's. Mm-hmm. Really nice, flat, level, good boondocking location.
And no one around.
Gas was $1.65 at the Costco right next door. Mm-hmm. But we're not Costco members, so it really didn't do us any good. Then we drove to Columbia, where we had it was outside of Columbia.
Columbia.
No, after.
After Columbia?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You were sleeping.
You're right.
After Columbia, and we literally ran into, are they here? Are they? I don't want to mention them if they're not here, because they're not going to get any credit.
They're in the chat.
They are? Okay.
Yes.
I don't want to say their name. Here's the problem. They're great people. We loved the long. We stood outside at a distance for a long time talking to each other. It was a great time, but we literally spent all day yesterday with them, either in person or in a live stream chat. And I got to a point where I'm like, I'm just not going to say hello to you anymore. I'm just not. I mean, we said it enough. We said it face to face in person. So I don't even know if I should even say who they are. Okay, well, you go ahead. Okay. I'm just being difficult.
We got to see Mike and Teresa from Meant to Be RVing. They actually don't live that far from us here. So,
no, like 2 hours away.
Yep.
This cake will not last that long, so don't try to come up here to get some cake. Sorry.
Just a couple hours down the road. But the great thing about this community, this is one of the really nice things, is she was able to tell us like where not to stop in South Carolina. Like whatever you do, you need to make sure you don't stop between this city and this city, because that's where the most cases are, and that's where
the infected are.
The infected are. Yeah, and she said, just, you know, obviously you want to be careful. We were very careful. We actually never got outside of the RV except for pumping gas, which we only did twice, right? Yep. And
about 3 times.
Oh, well, yeah, you topped it off. And then the a meeting with them on the side of the road. So, well, not the side of the road.
Yeah. At the pilot. At the pilot.
Which actually was pretty nice too, because we were able to just swing around and have that space.
At the pilot. And that was a good time. It was great meeting up with them. And since nobody can see my face right now because of this, I got to work on our camera angles, and nobody can see you at all. But I'll go ahead and answer this question rather quickly. Are you happy or sad to be home? I am mostly sad. I'll be honest with you. We weren't planning on being here until the first week of May. Well, actually, initially, before we left to go to Tampa, we would be home a week ago. And then everything that's happened since the middle of January through last week, we extended our trip out until the first week of May. And for those of you wondering what we've done in the last 71 days, we were on the road for 71 days, which is the longest we've ever been. I mean, again, we're not full-timers, we're most-timers. So we were on our adventure to full-timing. Heading towards a 1 day of full-timing, or full-timing 1 day. So I'm going to show you guys. I put this little mappy thing together. We'll see how we can get this to work. We're going to.
Oh, Meant to Be RVing said, Talyn is so sweet.
Yeah, she is.
She was pretty chill. She just laid down.
Yeah, I'm just going to lay right here. Y'all do what you need to do. Let me see if that'll be the right time. All right. So here is a map of our journeys. Hopefully you can see that map.
Hey, Bob, thanks for coming back.
Oh, yeah, you can see the map. At least I can see it. So we start up here in North Kakalaki, and we rolled on down. I'm not going to give you a blow-by-blow of everything we did, because. Oh, hello.
That I can see.
Salute with cake.
Is any more? Yes. He likes cake.
I like cookie.
Sisterhood is in here.
I like cookie dough even better, but somebody left the cookie dough out on the counter all night last night, so I don't have any cookie dough.
It's okay. I'm going to make some cookies. I'm going to make chocolate chip bourbon
chocolate chip cookies.
Bourbon chocolate chip cookies.
And there will be a video of that. It'll be our first cooking video.
It is really, they're really good cookies.
But this is the whole trip. 2,500 miles, 71 days. And will we do it again? Yeah, definitely. A lot of fun. And so now
looks like you went straight through where I live. Simply Sharon, where do you live?
Yeah, where do you live?
If we know, we will always make an effort to meet people. That's just how we are. We want to meet others, and it may be at the Pilot gas station, standing 6 feet away, but that's pretty close for us. So
Yep, traveling down to Bannister's, Keith, Indiana. You did see us at the lowest, not the lowest point of the map, not the lowest point of us, thankfully, but not your lowest point either.
It looks like a drinking and driving map to me.
Yeah. Oh, Simply Sharing near Georgetown, South Carolina. Okay. I used to work on a shrimp boat in near Georgetown in McCollumville. Not McCollumville, because that's South Carolina. No, McCollumville, I'm drawing a blank. Brunswick, Georgia. There we go. Used to work on a shrimp boat down there. But I'm thinking now. I'm totally confused. Scratch that. Scroll over again. Near Georgetown, McCollumville, South Carolina. That's where I used to go shrimping. I worked on shrimp boat. We used to go up to Georgetown a lot. So familiar with the area. Love it. Yep, it was a pilot station meetup. Yes, it was.
Barbara, I would stand 6 feet away from you every time. Why, thanks, Barbara. And if you were on that live stream last night, she almost gave away because we said you can come and park your RV in the back. We have a concrete pad and 50 amps, and we'll move ours so you can come.
That offer is still out there. Camper Life. Oh, Michael's Forest Camper.
Yeah.
Fun fact: that footage of Forrest Gump after the hurricane coming back in when they're showing all the boats and stuff. That footage was actually stock footage that was taken after Hurricane Hugo in the late 80s in McCollumville, South Carolina. My dad was there with his shrimp boat at that time. Luckily, he and the boat were fine. His truck was demolished, but yeah.
New Vision, we are definitely got you on the radar because we are down in that area.
Love Savannah. Love Savannah. I mentioned earlier about, because he said that he was talking about in the in POA's chat about the different campgrounds in the Savannah area. And and if you like coffee, you probably already know this anyway, in the Savannah area. You want to tell them? Or you don't even remember? Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Oh, Black Rifle. I love Black Rifle Coffee Company.
They're in Savannah. I can't remember off the exit near the Mighty Eights Museum. A couple exits, which I love the Mighty Eights Museum. It's a great place.
We still love to be a Harvest Host. That'll be great.
Oh, Adventure RV Adventure was in Myrtle Beach for Hurricane Hugo. I was actually in Ohio because I was only been in the Air Force about 2 years, but my dad was in McCollumville, and that was a rough time for that whole area. Kind of like the way Michael, Hurricane Michael, not me, did with the Panhandle. I was on a frigate sent out to sea from Charleston during Hurricane Hugo. Mr. Roboto. Oh, okay, awesome.
We will go to Savannah someday, and we'll think of New Vision Security Services.
Yeah.
Yes. Shelley, why does a non-coffee drinker know that and you don't? Okay, yes, daydream about nice things. It is so true.
Right.
I think it's because he's used to just stopping there. I wasn't, it's not really Savannah. It's Savannah, but I was trying to think of, did we go to a coffee shop in Savannah?
It's like between Savannah and Richmond Hill.
When we go places, I like to look for local coffee places too and try their coffee and get some of their coffee and take it with me. And so when he said that, my mind drew a blank and thought, what coffee shop did I go to in Savannah?
Yeah.
But no, he was talking about just stopping at their, it is a coffee shop there. Gift shop.
Avenger RV Adventure. Hugo came inland south of us. We were in an Airstream. Wow. Okay. My dad was actually, his shrimp boat was actually near Myrtle Beach on the Intercoastal Waterway when Hugo hit. And because it actually hit, the eye of the storm went through McCollumville. McCollumville is pretty much directly in the middle between Myrtle Beach and Charleston. It's almost equal distance either way. And that's where it hit. And so, yeah, you were in an Airstream. Well, man, I don't even have words for that. I'd have been scared. I'd have been scared out of Papa Drew's hat. Let's put it like that.
Oh my!
And hopefully that's not too much of an inside joke. William Dixon says he has to say good night. Well, good night. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thanks for stopping by.
So, looks like Blue Wave Bob is AutoCADing again, or just being loud and obnoxious. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Who?
Blue Wave Bob. He's typing in all caps.
Oh yeah. And our son is here. That's what caught me. Oh, well,
how's your back, Kyle? I hurt my back too, but cake makes it better.
I can't stand when people are on eating. I'm one of those people that I will murder others if I hear them chewing or drinking, eating. I don't want to hear it. Don't like it.
Bob Noxious. Yeah, I like that. I like that term. Yeah. And Kyle and our son Kyle's in a lot of pain. He hurt his back today at work. I hurt my back unloading the RV. So I hurt my back doing something that did not profit me at all and actually hurt my feelings to do. Kyle was actually making money. So,
as I said, when there are able-bodied people around, let them do the work. So
I don't know if we answered a question that Susan had earlier, New Vision, about being happy or sad, because we started swirling away from that, I think. But I'm not happy to be home. I'm just not.
I think that there are things that we're going to be glad that we're here, because we ultimately, if we are to go full time, we have to pack up this house. We have to decide what we want to keep, what we don't want to keep. Mm-hmm. We have to repair things. I mean, just maintenance stuff. I mean, we don't have any major repairs in our home, but like, just the things, fresh paint, things like that. If you're gonna sell your house, so we might have a nice little bit of time to get some of that done. And so we might have to look at this as a blessing in disguise versus a negative. Always think positively. I like positive. Anyone who's in Spain, you have to eat at back in the day bakery. They have sandwiches, pie, and cake. Oh man, don't tell me.
We did
Especially when I can't go somewhere right now.
We did go to that chocolate bar downtown.
Yeah, we went to a chocolate bar.
Savannah one time. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. Not worth the price, but it was good. I saw something I was going to comment on here, but then New Vision threw out, sandwiches and pie and cake, and I lost all.
Maybe good to have a home base or a place to land the rig, like a port in a storm. It is a good idea. And honestly, when we were talking with the campground people there, she said when they had the hurricane come through, they pretty much were going to shut the base, and they had an hour to get out of the campground. And so she thought maybe that might happen to us too. So she was kind of giving us a heads up, because they really didn't have any
she was thinking this current situation would be like a hurricane. Well, there's not a wave of virus coming at you that you can see like a hurricane. So they're not going to kick you out to run away from the wave of virus. So that's kind of the difference there.
But we were talking about the full-timer. She said she got a lot of calls, and people would be like, well, I'm a full-timer. What am I supposed to do? And she said, I don't understand why they're not making a contingency plan, a backup plan. What do you do if there's an emergency? And so we talked about that. But we do have other alternatives, even if we don't have this house here. So that to us was important.
So real quick, so I can quit covering up Shelly's face here. Steve Turtle wants to know about Paula Dean's. We've eaten at Paula Dean's restaurant in Savannah. What's the name of it? It's Lady and Sons. That's really good. We haven't been there in a few years. That's really good. We've eaten at the Paula Dean's restaurant that's in Myrtle Beach, which is the chain. Wasn't impressed, to be honest with you. Lady and Sons, really good. Paula Dean's, maybe it was just the night we went there, but it's family style. They just keep bringing food to you until you puke, and it was kind of expensive for what it was, and so I just wasn't thrilled.
Hey, Average Joe PT. Michael could use you today.
Yeah. Well, and our son, because we both heard back today.
Leopold's ice cream. That sounds good. Yes, they have good ice cream there. I've heard about them. We haven't actually had them because where they're located, it's like on a corner, I believe. And so when I tried to get around there, there wasn't parking. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
Parking.
Kieran wants to know, is Talyn happy to have her couch back? Yes, but since we're sitting at the dining room table, that means Talyn is laying under the table, and she's actually laying on my feet right now.
She I did get video when we actually opened the door and let her out into the backyard, and she went
very,
nuts. Very
she was
happy.
Yep.
And then she was happy to come back in the house, and it's couch, floor, couch, outside, floor.
Yep. So
that's her MO.
That's how we got. That's our big surprise, our big reveal to where we're at today. And of course, just like everybody else, we're going to be here for however long we're going to be here. Not going to, again, this is a virus-free channel. We're not ignoring what's going on in the world, but there's enough people out there talking about it and promoting it. So all we're going to say is just please, please, please get your information from official sources only. And if whatever you're going to say or share with somebody starts off with, I heard from somebody, don't share it. If you want to start off your conversation with, I read this on the CDC's website, or I read this on Company A's website, then that's solid information. But, from hearing it from my cousin's sister's boyfriend's second cousin once removed, that
you can add to the fear.
My sister's cousin's boyfriend's mom said that she saw Ferris have a heart attack at 31 Flavors last night. I know I got part of that quote wrong, but it should be easy to figure out where it came from.
And don't share Facebook posts without researching them first. That went out saying from before all this stuff.
Yeah.
People would share that. And Posh Cats, no, they're still cake. I haven't touched
Boston
them.
cream cake, and it's the same cake we had last week, so it's not like we're just gorging ourselves with cake. So yeah, stick with official sources. And in case you hadn't figured it out yet, any news organization, they're not official sources. So the CDC, a business, official government website, whatever, stick with those for your information on what to do, and not ask on Facebook, hey, are we allowed to do this or not? Look it up for yourself. This is a great time to help stop spreading the rumor and fear. Factual information only. All right.
In the same way, happy place camping, my friends do get frustrated. I try to stay off Facebook. If I get sent stuff all the time, and I'm just like, no, that's not.
I'll say this, and then we're done with this topic altogether, since we're a virus-free channel.
Well, we're not talking about viruses. We're talking about
true.
people post stuff that's not true.
I've had a few of my Facebook friends post this link about getting money from the government for if you're out of work. Okay. And all of my friends on Facebook live in America. Okay. Well, most of them. The friends I'm talking about all live in America, and they grew up in America. Let's just make that easy. Okay. The website they were pointing to for this information was Ireland. And what made it worse is nobody was reading the headline. The website link, which you could actually read on their post, was a .ie, which is Ireland. But people were commenting on it. Oh, this is great to hear. I'm going to have to do this. I'm so thankful. I need this money. I'm like, a little research. And so I commented on there. I said, you do know this link is to a website in Ireland. And the person, she replied to me and said, I didn't even open the link. But you're sharing it. For God's sake, please look before you share. Yes.
I'm cracking up because they're talking about cousins while you're on your rants. And once removed and all that. My mom is like the genealogy queen for our family. So she knows all those once removed stuff. But yeah. Yes.
That's what you just keep doing to me. So we have a code.
But yeah, we have a code. Stop. Okay. Why can't I hit all notifications on your channel? Am I the only one having the problem? I don't know. I know that we saw that on somebody else's, and it was, I forget why it said something, but I don't remember what it was now. We'll have to look into that.
We had tacos, Drew. Chicken sounds good. Tacos and gumbo.
Had chicken gumbo.
Chicken gumbo, taco. Taco. and tacos.
I have to make 2 meals a lot of times because he doesn't want to eat what I want to eat.
Trying Bastards, my cousin sent me a video telling us to use a hairdryer to cure the virus. I heard that's true. I did. But so did you, and we both know that's not. So, okay. And, well, don't know what Becky's cooking yet.
I know what 3 rolls of toilet paper once removed means. Thanks, Bob. So now have to refresh the page to click the bell. Okay.
As we motor on down our agenda.
Oh, Nursing Our Travel Bug said, so we missed it. Where are you? We're at home in North Carolina.
Yeah. North Carolina. Sorry. Nothing spectacular. We're home. We're in North Carolina.
Ooh, chicken salad and baked potatoes.
But if anybody's within about a 100-mile radius of us, just tell us what direction you're in and we'll wave. Because I think that's good social distance. So we spent a week in Gulfport, right? As I look at you.
Yes, I'm reading the chat because Papa Drew had such a good dinner. I mean, we're all going to go over there with, chicken and salad, and he said baked potatoes. Is that like twice baked potatoes? Because we already talked about that last night too. We did not get twice baked potatoes.
We'll talk about that more later.
Right.
For those of you who couldn't hear, because we had a pretty bad connection on RV Underway's stream last night, and I apologize for that. Come over, but we give rectal thermometer test. It's the most accurate and fun to watch.
Is that Papa Drew?
Of course it is. First of all, I'm barred from entering California. Nothing on their side. It's just all about me. I don't want to go, but I would go for you, buddy. I would go there.
135 miles. I'm waving.
Okay, wait a minute. 135 miles.
Meant to be Irving.
Yeah, that's south. So yeah, there you go. We're waving at you. I was just trying to figure out which way was northeast, south, and west. So
sending everybody a virtual wave. That's right. Until
the virtual waves also can spread the disease, which I read on Facebook that the virtual wave is actually how the virus started. Little known fact.
Are you back on that? Are you giving out?
I can't help it. I can't help it.
False information.
This will show up on some other YouTube video as proof that the virus started because some random guy in an American flag hat said it. Yeah. Okay.
Virus talk. Cool. See.
But the biggest thing I wanted. So in our week in Gulfport, which is literally 20 minutes away from where we were in Biloxi, we weren't able to do too much because that's when all this stuff started really happening and things started getting locked down. I'm holding on to this as long as I can because I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back and get another Whataburger. But we did eat Whataburger on Friday morning for breakfast, and I'm keeping this cup.
And Shelly had Whataburger for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, she bought enough to have 2 breakfasts.
Actually, I have breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
He might not be happy that he had Whataburger every morning.
Yeah. So.
Hello, Rhonda D.
So
thanks for joining us.
Let's jump into our regularly. Well, we haven't finished what we're talking about with Gulfport. So we had a lot of stuff planned to do and a lot of stuff to film, and it all just kind of went away.
Well, the one thing that we found at both Mid-Bay Shores and at Cajun RV and at Shields RV Park was noise. We couldn't really go outside. We either had wind, we had traffic, we had trains.
Or all the above.
Or all of the above.
Or the random screaming people that were at the Family Dollar on the other side of the fence from Shields RV Park to the Navy base.
So we really struggled with trying to find a place to actually film. And when we do find places, then somebody would show up.
New Vision Security says that Whataburger is magically delicious. Yes, it is.
Yes.
But on a good note, while we're a long way from a Whataburger, the Chick-fil-A I can walk to. So I got, and also a Chipotle I could walk to. So I got, and an Arby's. So I got that going for me.
And right now they're delivering.
And right now they're delivering for free. And again, we're going to talk about food delivery much later in the show. A couple of sad notes besides what we've already mentioned. We were really hoping we would be able to catch up with Fabian from POA, but when he emailed us his schedule and we looked at what we had to do because I was still working, we just weren't able to make it. And then all this stuff happened, and it wouldn't have mattered if we could have made it because we would have had to cancel it anyway. So hopefully we'll be able to meet the world-renowned Fabian later.
He's undercover.
He's undercover.
Fabian undercover.
Yeah. And our son is still jealous about Circus Museum. That was an awesome video from you guys. Yeah. That was all her and Jean Bainey, her mother.
Oh, no.
What?
Some beautiful creek kayaking video. Went down the tubes today when I rolled in the final rapids and lost my Samsung.
Ooh.
Ricky.
You need the GoPro with the mount, that goes on the chest. Then it doesn't go anywhere.
Michael, working is the joke of the day.
It takes one to know one, William. I know, buddy.
Yeah, it's funny. Chick-fil-A, man, I tell you what, you can look at their building though, and it's like wrapped around and everybody's there, but you can still be in and out of there in less time than some of the other.
Our Chick-fil-A here usually has a little sign by the order window, and it tells you how many cars. They change it throughout the day. They tell you how many cars they went through in the morning, then at lunchtime, and they usually do around 200 cars in like 2 hours. In those two time frames, they roll people through there, man.
277 cars.
Yeah, and they probably got 2 orders wrong in all of it.
I had an order wrong there once.
Yes, you did once. And as much as we eat there, that's about 1 in every 4 million.
I posted about it because it was really funny. They forgot to put the bun on top. Like they put the chicken sandwich in there.
Chicken sandwich was topless.
Tomato.
It was a little risque for Chick-fil-A, if you ask me.
And there was no bun on top. I had the bottom bun. So I found it to be very humorous.
Yeah.
They don't mess up very often, but when they do, it's memorable.
Yeah. So Gulfport was a wash. Kind of upset about it, but hopefully we'll be able to re-engage with all of our plans later on down the road.
How do you forget the top bun? I don't know.
I don't know.
What is your road food
when traveling?
Oh, go to road food when traveling. Chick-fil-A, Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Sometimes,
it depends.
We didn't eat it all on the way home out.
It really depends. Since we have a Class A RV, Shelly, and the fact that Shelly's an awesome cook, she'll cook stuff that just needs to be warmed up on the road. Or we'll just stop somewhere and she'll cook something depending on, what kind of time we have. As we're trying to slow down in our travels where we're only traveling, instead of trying to make a 10-hour drive in one day, we're only driving 3-4 hours a day. We'll eat most of our meals in the vehicle, or because I really don't want to deal with trying to get into different places. Like whatever's at the gas station we stop at. And we usually stop at like a Pilot, Flying J, or Love's, truck stop gas stations, whatever they have.
He doesn't mean gas station food. He means like if they have a Wendy's or a McDonald's or something.
I don't know. Pilot's got some good burritos.
Well, they do. Burritos.
And
also at Love's, they have Godfather's Pizza, and that's a favorite one of mine. Mm-hmm. I like Godfather's Pizza. So, but they also have Subways and things like that.
So what we are.
And hello to the Art of RVing. Thanks for joining us.
But we usually try to stop if we're boondocking somewhere en route. We'll try to stop at a Cracker Barrel. That's our place of choice.
Oh yes.
So so if we do that, then obviously we're going to eat the Cracker Barrel. Wherever we stop at the boondock, we try to patronize. Show them a little love, give them a little money. Except the Cabela's, because they were closed by the time we got there.
Well, they were closed by the time we got there, and they were closed before by the time we
And
left.
since it was Georgia, I wasn't able to buy handguns there, so I didn't really see the point in going in the store. Just saying.
Gas station tacos are the bomb. Bathroom bomb, that is.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Hey, GW. What is it? Yeah, GWG Pitbull.
Okay, so
Glad to see you here.
the topics we have tonight, as we've already gone for 40 minutes without talking really about the topics, learn the secret to growing your channel. There is no secret. Work hard. No, seriously, I've been doing a lot of research, looking around at different stuff. I actually came across, and I'm not going to share the links. You do your own research if you want to do this. I came across a company that'll actually sell you a ready-to-go, ready-to-be monetized YouTube channel. It's already got 1,000 hours. 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. They haven't submitted it for monetization yet, and you can have that ready to go for the low cost. I think it was like $300. So for $300, you could have a monetized site. And I know there's a few folks in the chat right now that have monetized sites, and I talked to one of them about the money in the monetized sites they get. Not really sure that it's worth it. I mean, and everybody knows out there you can buy hour, you can buy watch time, you can buy likes, you can buy dislikes, and you can buy positive and negative comments, which I thought was kind of funny when I came across that. You can buy positive and negative comments,
and you want to make,
and of course you buy subscribers. Don't really see the Mr. Buys handguns and tacos. That's a good combination. But
that is where I bought my channel. Figures.
I think it would look kind of weird, honestly, if if some channel rolled on the scene, that joined our little group here, and you go and check them out, and wow, they've got 1,000 subscribers already, and they got a little monetization thing going on, and they've got 2 videos that are like, both 4 hours each of like meditation music or something. I don't know. That would look a little suspicious to me. It's just me. But if you really want to be, monetized that bad, and then you can do that. But I think you're better off just, go to a grow channel if you want subs instead of buying them.
You buy it from Gus, and he came up with it. Exactly.
So, and I know some people buy subs, some people buy likes and views and everything else. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. It's not illegal. And so I'm not being judgmental at all to anybody who does it. Some people will say that's the wrong way. Some people will say that's an okay way. I'm going to say, from my personal opinion, it's none of my business. I'm not going to judge you for it. And some people I've talked to, the way they put it is, well, I can buy advertising, on Facebook or whatever, to advertise my channel. What is advertising? Advertising is spending money to bring people over to check out your product. So it's kind of the same thing. Now, I'm not going to do it because I'm not trying to make money. But if I was trying to make this as a business, then I might consider it, because getting monetization might help down the road. I don't know. So I'm just saying it's available out there, but don't think monetization is, you're going to be suddenly, just, throwing the money out as soon as your videos start getting monetized, because that's not the case. One video I saw, the guy said he was talking about how much money you make off of YouTube. And he said, basically it boils down to, depends on what genre you're in and how much ad revenue that generates. But you can safely look around $2 per 1,000 views. $2 per 1,000 views. So if you don't have,
I'm waiting for the chat to catch up with that.
Yeah.
That's sinking in.
Yeah, that's gonna. So if you paid $300 for fake subscribers, basically, and the 4,000 hours, nobody's gonna watch your stuff and you need 1,000 people to make $2. So.
Oh, I don't know. I think they're talking about a channel here.
Okay, who you guys talking about? I missed it. Avenger RV Adventure, who made almost 800 new friends in 30 days. Now, that doesn't mean that they did it, what some people would consider the right or wrong way either. That's all it takes is, and that's what I keep telling a lot of my friends who, our channel has grown larger than some, and some channels have grown exponentially larger than ours. And we all started about the same time. And it's all about that one video. We're all one video away from, going viral, getting, 300,000 views and, 4,000 subscribers. We're all just literally one video away. So. Oh, geez. So Drew, wow. Are you actually coming on? Are you live streaming after this on your, because that's what you're on the schedule. So Papa Drew, if you could please type in and let me know if you're going to be live streaming in 15 minutes or not, because I really need to know that information pretty quickly. And I'll tell you why. I think it takes work. Some people work harder at it.
Yeah, and Adventure said a channel started in January, has over 1,000 with under 50 videos.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that doesn't mean that they didn't. A lot of them go into like grow channels and things like that.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, subscribers are easy to get. I mean, I think Rocky said that on RV Kids TV the other night when we were watching. Subscribers are easy to get. It's the hours that take time.
No, not today. Just keep going.
Okay. All right. We'll chat offline.
And it's almost until saying.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Papa Drew. No, you just keep going. Okay. So since Papa Drew's not going to be on, I also got a notification from KT Soul Momentum today that BJ's not able to be on. So we're just going to keep rolling. So, because he asked us if we could take over his time slot, but I wasn't going to say anything until I got confirmation from Papa Drew here that he was not going to be going live tonight, because it looks like Papa Drew is trying to be the West Coast Slow Momentum right now. Just saying.
That's so true. But I was looking out from his balcony. We were fearful that he was going to jump at first.
Yeah, I thought Drew was going to jump, especially since he had the hat on. He had the poop hat on. But I'm glad he didn't.
But he's just making friends with his neighbors.
So honestly, don't let anybody tell you what's right or what's wrong with your YouTube channel when it comes to how you're growing it. Take the advice, especially from bigger channels. Obviously, take that advice, but don't take it necessarily as gospel, because we all have different situations. We all have different needs. Now, why I started looking at this, well, a lot of our closer friends are on here. They've heard me say this too. I just want 1,000 subscribers so I can live stream from my GoPro. That's kind of my big thing. But also my big thing is, we are trying to follow in the footsteps of Dustin Leslie and Scout at Wayward Wags, and specifically give back to the military community, which we've talked about on this channel a few times before too. So would it be worth it to pre-purchase some hours, so to speak, and get monetized quickly? Well, the answer is no, it's not. Because the $300, just to use that as an example, the $300 it would cost, actually, because of where we're at with our watch hours and our subscribers, it would be substantially less than that. But let's just say $200. For $200, I get monetized so I can make $2. Why don't I just take that $200 and donate it to the organization I'm trying to raise money for?
It will not allow you to. You have to have your hours as well. He was meaning that to buy the both.
You can buy hours too. That's what I was meaning. Yeah. And I'm just not going to do it because the money's, if the money doesn't make sense, the math doesn't make sense. And that's really the point I was trying to drive home here is, if you want to make money on YouTube, you have to really do it organic. You have to grow organically, because you need that base of dedicated subscribers that watch your stuff continually, and you need them to help spread the word of your channel. That way you've got dedicated fans, hopefully bringing in more dedicated fans, which then all of a sudden now your videos are hitting the SEO ratings. So your videos are actually showing up at the top when people are searching for certain things. So that helps you bring in more subs that way. So organic is really the way to do it. If you go into a grow channel, you get your 1,000 subs, your videos aren't going anywhere. So, but again, everybody's situation is different. It depends on what you're trying to do. So that's why I said, don't judge anybody.
Yeah, Poshcats did 200 videos over 2 years. I mean, that's, and I know Lucky Dog does a lot of videos as well. And he's talked about, it takes time to build it.
Now, Charlie Ambassador just said, if that channel is selling for $300, it's probably worth $50. It's not even worth that, because what it was, Keith, is the company, this particular company, sells all this crap. I mean, they sell subscribers, watch time, likes, views, comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. They sell it all. And they also sell it all against different platforms. So what they do is they create their own channels. This is my guess here. They're creating their own channels, because they've already got the mechanisms in place to build up the watch time and the subscribers. And then they're just sitting there waiting for you to click the button to request monetization. And then they sell that to you. So really the channel is not even worth $50. It's worth nothing.
Well, RV Underway said, don't tell Miss Barbara I have a drag queen channel. Wait, what? She's here. And then Papa Drew said, we should do that. So I don't know. They're probably going to buy that, already monetized or ready to be monetized to a drag queen channel.
Yeah.
What a mess.
So
that would be a mess, wouldn't it?
So we,
nothing new to do surprises me anymore. Exactly, Barbara. I am finding that out so much as we go along. They just don't surprise us anymore.
I'm a very analytical guy and I'm a numbers guy. So I look at the numbers, and I've also got a reasonably decent head for business. So if I'm going to look at this as a business where I'm going to make money, where do I need to put that money? Well, putting that money in actually buying subscribers and views really doesn't do me any good. If what would do me better would be to put that money in advertising. If I really wanted to grow, put that money in advertising, because then, at least the subscribers and the views I get from that are, I don't want to say the word legitimate, but they'll probably come back for more if they like what they saw. Now, if I buy one view, which, if I bought one view, that's all I've got is one view. That one, however that view happened, whether it's some robot in the Ukraine or whatever did that view, they're not telling their other robot friends, hey, come check out this channel. So that one view I bought goes nowhere but one view. But if that one advertisement I buy, that could generate, tons of views and subscribers and watch time and all that other stuff.
Papa Drew, it's called a kilt, not a skirt.
And he said he's not. Yeah.
And if you wear the kilt, you don't have to.
You can't distract me when I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at you. Right eyes right here. Drew, I'm talking to you.
Hey,
and Ricky.
Is he on the robots?
Yeah. Oh, was that Mr. Roboto?
Yep.
No offense to robots. I love robots. Not in a weird way, but I respect them. So yeah, I'm in the number zone. Yeah, I am. So just keep that in mind. That
agree with New Vision Security Services. I just enjoy the community and sharing our knowledge.
Yep.
And, I think a lot of the channels that we have met and that are people who genuinely, they just want, they're growing organically because they don't really care about the numbers and stuff. And I think if you get distracted by numbers, you're losing focus. Just make good content, and interact with lives. Like right now, apparently there's a lot of people going live. And why are they going live? Because they need that interaction that they're not getting just by being out in their community. So
yeah, and that's probably why everybody went live today.
Everybody went live.
I mean, I think Papa Drew's 3-hour live stream is really just the tip of the iceberg today, not the whole spear. And did Slow Momentum go live at all today? I didn't. He did? Okay, because that would be a sign of the apocalypse if he didn't, I think, at this point.
Right.
They're actually heading back to Louisiana, which in a way kind of sucks because then we'd only been a few hours away from them if we hadn't had to evacuate Gulfport. So
I've seen him in a dress. You don't want to see that. Barbara Carter.
I cannot envision that, and I don't want to try because I want to sleep tonight. And I think that would keep me up with the light on, scared. So, but
yep, Susan, just do the work on your videos.
Yeah. Yep. If you really want to grow your channel fast, there's a lot of YouTube videos on there that tell you how to do that. But slow and steady wins the race.
An 8-hour live coming.
It really does. Oh, that's right, you do. I'm looking forward to that, Drew. I really am. I'm gonna try to hang with you as long as I can.
So, if anybody, if you guys watched, I just want to say this real quick. Extraordinary Journey yesterday for World Down Syndrome Day, and they were talking about their kids, Bud and Abby. And I just love Bud and Abby. And we all, a lot of us sent in pictures to rock our socks for them. And actually, I didn't send a picture, I sent a video, so it didn't get on there. But I did post a video, and me and Talyn are both wearing our socks. And so it is on Instagram and on Facebook if you want to check that out.
Yep. Instagram and Facebook, check out Talyn and Shelly in Funky Socks.
Yep.
Yeah. And Drew did a live stream today and never showed his face. Yeah, it was one of your better looking live streams I've ever seen, too, Papa Drew. Just to be honest with you.
Nightmares. Yep. Daydream about nice things, gonna have nice nightmares now. Nice mares.
Yeah, nice mares. So yeah, focus on, first of all, why are you doing a YouTube channel anyway? Because that's going to dictate everything else. Write it down and think about what you want to do. We're not doing this to make money for ourselves. And when we first started this, we weren't even doing this to make money at all. We were just doing this to document our travels, which I think is what a lot of people do. We just do this to document our travels. But the more we watched, specifically, Wayward Wags, and the more we watched them, the more, we really wanted to be part of, of getting involved in that type of mission.
Let us know when you're back, POA, and we'll bring you on.
Yeah.
They got to go eat real quick.
Okay, yeah, go eat. Take your time, because apparently we're going to be here for another hour. So at least I am. Shelly said she was going to bail at 9, which is in 3 minutes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can bring Talyn up here. Yeah, we're not bringing Talyn up here. She's laid out cold. Okay, cool.
If you aren't genuine and authentic, I pretty much lose interest. Just me.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Mr. Roboto. And honestly, one thing we've seen from our videos that we've done, because when we started doing videos, we were more of really uptight and trying to put a good documentary together, so to speak. Even though that wasn't my.
We thought we were trying to be professional. That's what
right.
We wanted to be professional about it.
Yeah, we want to be professional about it, and those videos got like 5 views. In all seriousness, and then the more we start.
The art of RVing.
Oh,
it's got to go. Bye, Mark.
Good night.
Or Carrie.
Or both. But the less we stopped worrying about these super high quality production values, and the more we started being ourselves, the more likes, views, and subscribers we've gotten. And I attribute it directly to, feedback from a lot of people in this group right now that's giving us ideas, suggestions, hints, mentorship, and just, I would say letting my hair down, but I don't have any. I got more hair on my chin right now than I do on my head. So, but it is down.
Well, I let my hair down today.
Yeah. So we do have a couple things coming up. The super mega surprise, obviously, was. I
don't do any editing. Mistakes and everything is in the original run.
Who said that?
New Vision Security Services. That
cool.
is almost my mom. My mom doesn't like to edit a lot either.
She's a one taker.
She tries to do everything in one take, but occasionally, she does have to edit some things.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And honestly, when we first started off, it's like, we watch the RV Odd Couple. And we're not sharing opinions with the RV Odd Couple, good or bad. I'm just saying we watch them occasionally, and we saw one of the videos they did, and they were talking about how they got started. Now they look at this as a business. So how they got their channel to as big as it is, as quickly as they did, I don't know. Again, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about this one specific thing that they said is when they hired a consultant and they somebody to help them build their YouTube channel, because this was going to be their business. This was going to be the way they were going to make money. And they said, okay, just put together a video, bring it to me, and let me see what you got. And they said, I think John said they spent either 40 or 60 hours editing this video, and it was like, I don't know, 20-minute video or whatever. And he took it to their consultant they hired, and he basically just threw it in the trash. He said it was junk. He said none of it was worth saving. I'd love to see that video. I really would. But we did the same thing, and you guys probably did too, where you spent hours, days, maybe even weeks editing a video. We did a video of a campground right down the road from here. We drove there about 3 or 4 different times because we the footage wasn't right. We missed that. And we just spent all that time shooting video and then trying to make the perfect video. And, we got a few hundred views on it. And then we did another video, another campground review, where we basically just rolled right through the campground, talked about it, we're done. I mean, the whole thing from starting video till final editing may have been an hour and a half total for a 15, 20-minute video. And that video got like 3 times more views. So work smarter, not harder.
And thank you guys who weren't, clamoring for compliments, but Mr. Roboto said, Michael, you have a good sense of humor. Always get a good chuckle at your authentic comments.
Unfiltered.
Yeah. And Avenger RV Adventure said you guys are easy and enjoyable to watch. Thank you very much. That does help.
I'll be honest with you.
We take criticism too, because we know we're not perfect people. We certainly want to,
Like I said, we had somebody do a review of our audit of our channel, so to speak, a friend of ours, and he gave us 2 single space pages of critique. Some of it was good, most of it was not so good, and that's okay because we learned a ton from that. And honestly, we learned a ton from doing live streams because, for me at least, that's really helped me relax in front of the camera. So when we do shoot videos, we're being more of ourselves now instead of trying to be, the documentary announcer. I mean, I'm not Mike Rowe by any stretch of the imagination, but which Mike Rowe is awesome. I love Mike Rowe. I love watching Dirty Jobs and all the History Channel shows he used to do, but I'm not that guy.
Hello, sexy Matt.
So
came into the live stream. Hello. Glad to have you here. And I don't know what that is. So
what?
Moving on.
Okay, so that's I'm just looking at the chat. Sorry. So that's where we're at. So the way, the secret to grow your channel is to be yourself. It's really no secret. People say that all the time, but I don't think people hear it. It's like, okay, I know, be yourself, but how am I supposed to be? Be yourself. Okay, what does that mean? It means yourself. Okay, so should I act this way or that way? How do you normally act? This other way. Okay, then act the other way. But that's not what I want to show in front of the camera. Okay, are you an actor or are you a person? I'm a person. Okay, then be the person. And that's the key. Are you trying to put on a persona? Then put on the persona. Mr. Roboto, I'm more exhausted from working remote than physically going into work. I've been working remotely now for about 3-4 years. 4 years.
Insert to 76. Hello and yes.
Yeah, and I'll get at your comment, RV, underway in just a second. I've been working remote now. I mean, exclusively 100% remote for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's tiring because I can't get up from my desk and go take a break. I don't feel like I can. When you're at an office location, you're like, I'm tired. I just need to go out and stretch my legs. So I'll go outside, take a walk around the building or whatever. Well, I don't get that. I don't feel I can do that here because I get that feeling that, well, if I don't answer that email, that instant message immediately, people are thinking I'm like taking a nap at work because I'm at home. So yeah, I get it. So RV underway.
Something to drink.
Yeah. Wanted to say, wanted to see the 75-mile-an-hour test of the flag mount. I did not want to see a 75-mile-an-hour test. Okay, so let me talk about the flag video that we posted and took down last week. I did a poor job of editing it, and I put in the wrong footage because I screwed up when Shelly was filming it. I screwed up, and then I deleted the correct footage and put in the screw-up footage, and I didn't even pay attention to it. So when it premiered, I saw it. It actually was brought to my attention by my daughter, and I saw some other mistakes I made in my editing process, and so I just took it down. And then I cannot find the correct footage we shot. It's gone and somewhere. So we need to reshoot that. So we'll be reshooting that in our backyard. Unfortunately, it's not 84 degrees here. It's 57. It was a high of 55 today, I think. So we're 30 degrees colder than we have been. So
that'd be another good test.
Yeah. Good night, Z Sisterhood. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, good night, Z Sisterhood. Glad you could come.
In Search of 76, I worked remote for 8 years. Although more productive, I never felt like I left work. Yeah, that's me too. Had to have a separate office and learn to shut the door at the end of the day. Yeah, that's my problem too. And when I first started working 100% remote, we have an office, have a desk, everything, and I would sit there. Then gradually I migrated into the living room, and that's where I work now. But I've gotten a lot better at shutting it off at 5:30 or whatever. And honestly, as we've been sitting here talking, I've gotten about 6 work emails, even though it's Sunday and I only work Monday through Friday. And I haven't even felt the urge to look at them. Because I got to the point where, you know what, they don't pay me enough to own my life. So, there's something you're going to throw out?
No, I was, oh yeah, Full-Time Dream said, I have a hard time talking to the camera. I do too. Mm-hmm. In fact, I have a hard time looking at the camera. I tend to look in different directions. We're a little ADHD here, so looking directly at the camera and like speaking to it seems a little bit odd to us. So I think it was Dustin at Weird Wags who said, name your camera and talk to your camera, well, I can't use any generic names because we all know somebody named that name. My go-to name is usually Bob or something.
Raul.
Yeah.
As I speak to you, Raul.
So yeah, you're just supposed to name it, and it's Mom. Just name it Mom. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Yeah. And just talk to it like that.
Yeah.
That's supposedly supposed to help with easing it, but we still are big ummers.
I do that if you were standing face to face to
me. So whatever. I mean, that's how we are in real life. So yeah. We say a lot of repetitive words.
Yeah. So as we're waiting for Proceeding Onward in America to hurry up and eat dinner, whatever dinner may be, we're going to hear about that.
I know.
We do have a couple of videos coming out pretty soon. So for those 23 of you in the room right now, I know we've dropped off a lot after 9 o'clock, which I expected to, and that's okay.
We usually just stay on an hour.
We have a couple of videos coming up. We just shot today, so you may see a few videos. The clothes may look familiar. Just saying. We did a 10. We were challenged, and I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm not going to say by who or anything. We were challenged to do one of the 10-question RV challenge, and we shot that video today, and we'll probably be dropping that tomorrow, I think. What we said?
Yes, we're dropping that tomorrow.
We'll be dropping it tomorrow afternoon. We haven't decided if we're going to premiere it or not. We probably won't because everybody's going to be live streaming most likely. So we won't premiere it, but we'll drop it. And as a bonus, for those of you, the 24 in the room right now, as a bonus, we have a blooper reel for this video. It's our first blooper reel we've created too.
I was going to ask you though,
I'll get with you in a minute. You were saying?
Sorry. I was watching, did Happy Place Camping make our video tomorrow? Did Happy Place Camping make it in our video tomorrow?
Were they supposed to?
No, but we were talking about something. We were talking about MPOA.
Oh yeah, that's in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You made it in it, so you better watch it.
Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, dinner's done. Stand by. So we got our first blooper reel. Not that we didn't have tons of content to do other blooper reels. Trust me. But we used to just throw a blooper at the beginning or an end of a video once in a while. But we had so much blooper content for this particular short video that I decided at least to do a whole blooper reel, and we're going to drop it on Facebook, and that's the only place you're going to find it is on our Facebook page. And we'll drop it a couple hours after our video, or maybe the next day, probably the next day after our video, after we launch or drop our video tomorrow on YouTube. So,
it'll be 5 minutes after.
So if you're not subscribed to our Facebook page, go over to Facebook, look up Our Epic RV Adventure. You'll find us. Go ahead and hit like and follow, and you'll know when we get that video posted.
No, you shouldn't be worried at all.
We forgot a prop. We forgot a prop for this live stream.
Oh, you did.
To take direction from Proceeding Onward in America, we took our board down, and we'll see how long it'll stand here without falling. Maybe about 5 seconds. I'll just stand here like this.
How can they see it?
Well, if I got my arm out of the way.
It was better in front.
Yeah. Well, I don't. So here's our sticker collection. Again, very similar to what Becky did at the POA, but she put a lot more work in hers than we did. That's why hers looks better. But this is just a poster board frame. It's all plastic. I mean, it's not glass. This is plastic. We got from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever. And this is the paper that was in it. We just turned it around. And here's all the stickers we've gotten so far. And we've gotten a lot. I'm not going to name off everybody, but hopefully you can see your sticker. And I'll even bring it up a little bit closer.
Where do we have this on our rig?
Oh, this is actually the only place we can actually have this. We have room on our wall is in our bedroom in the very back. So it's right there. So we go to bed every night and we say goodnight to you guys because we see your stickers here. That's how much we love you.
Well, we pray for everybody too.
That's
and
right.
Up above it, we have a frame, and I took like those big fun letters and put Our Epic RV Adventure.
So I don't know if traveling down the banisters is still in here, but hopefully you'll be able to see a sticker. It doesn't really stand out that much. And we also have.
Daydreaming about nice things. If you've sent it, we were supposed to get our mail in Gulfport, and we had to have it rerouted here. So if you've sent it, there are some that are probably still on the way. So we'll put that up again, and you'll get yours. I know Becky kept showing all those stickers, and I was like, I need to mail those. I had a stack, and I hadn't gotten them out. So I was glad that she did get it.
So we're probably about, if you've sent anything to us in the last 2 weeks, we haven't gotten it yet. Maybe 3 weeks, but we should be getting it this week. So a couple of notes. Let's go ahead and okay. You know what?
There's this plastic too. They said.
I was going to bring POA in, but I just realized that I can't.
You can't?
Yeah, because we won't be able to hear them because we have our microphones plugged into my computer and the headphone jack.
But you can't take it out?
And they won't be able to hear us because our microphones will be off. So either if we bring somebody in, we're not going to be able to hear them at all, or they're not going to be able to hear us because our microphones are not plugged in. We didn't think this through. Wait a minute. I can do this. Stand by. We're going to switch microphones.
I'm all good.
No, you're not. You're not going to be able to hear anything. So
I don't have.
Let's do a comms check. If you get headphones and plug them into your computer, then you can hear. Can you hear me now? Now that I've switched out to this. The 21 people in the room. Can somebody hear me? Okay, we can hear. Okay, this link is for proceeding onward in America only, please. So click on that. Hello, RV kids. We were talking about you earlier. That's probably why your ears were burning. It was all good stuff. Yep, they're here.
Yay! We missed them.
So, waiting for, there they are. Give me a thumbs up, Becky and/or Fabian. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Yeah, get the glasses on. You got to have the glasses on, man. I should get my glasses on.
You can't hear when you're.
Give me a thumbs all right,
There
you guys. I can see you, but can you hear me and talk so I can hear
Yep.
you?
We can hear
And
you.
I cannot hear you at all. That sucks.
Oh no.
You can't hear us?
Oh, we can hear you.
I cannot hear you at all. Why can't I? Oh, wait a minute.
We
Maybe it's because I have
are
the sound muted
lit.
on my computer. Let's try this.
That would happen.
Hey, what do you know? When I unmute the sound, I can hear you. Who knew?
Oh wow.
But I'm getting a lot of, hang on,
Ooh, he's having feedback.
there. All right.
Hi, everybody. Oh, we can't see the chat this way. Hold on.
So,
That's gonna
yeah.
disappear.
Oh, I see.
Story of my life.
I will just use my phone on mute so I can hear what people are saying.
So how's everything?
It's good, man. So, we heard your story about you coming back early and cutting the boat in half and making it longer and all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
But I've seen a few boats like that too, and they always look kind of weird. I don't know how yours did, but they always look like, because I've seen it done with like with commercial fishing boats where they've cut them in half and added a section or two to make them bigger, and they always looked like, I don't know, like a Popeye kind of thing.
Well, I've never seen it done, so I was actually I was excited when they hired me, and I was ready to go see this thing cut in half. But then by the time they got me up there, the thing was already put back together.
Yeah, that was a big bummer. I heard you say you didn't see them getting to put it together. So
Nope. So I missed all the good fun.
okay, cool. So these kind of discussions go nowhere now because it's not like I could say, so where are you guys planning on traveling soon? Nowhere.
We can't.
Well, we wish we could.
Yeah, I'm planning on traveling to the other room over here. It's about
Well, we can travel down the backyard to her mother's house.
yeah,
We're
but
like in her mother's backyard, so we still get some outdoor
yeah,
capabilities. We still get to hear the rain pour down on us.
That's about it.
Exactly.
hey, that's one of my favorite parts is when it's raining. Trying to go to sleep, sleeping in an RV when it's raining or in a boat, and that noise of the rain, man, that puts me right to sleep.
Yeah,
Yep.
make music out of it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys are. So was your contract wasn't done? They just sent you back early, right?
They sent me back a week early, but they still paying me for the week that I lost.
Oh,
which is
that's too bad.
I know. So I still kind of finished the contract and still get paid for it. But then they tell me on the way they got it set up, because they sent everybody home and they're giving us a 3-week vacation, and then we're supposed to go back sometime in April 13th or something. And when we go back, that's when they're hoping everything is back on the up and up and we can go back to normal. So it's all dependent on how fast this virus disappears and everything.
Actually, prior to him coming back last Sunday when I was doing the live, him and I had a talk, and they were going to potentially keep him longer instead of sending him home. So when I had the little breakdown during the live, it was actually because they were going to keep him until April 13th before he could come home. And then when things got more serious, they ended up sending him home. So a lot of things change really quickly.
Because it was either they keep me until then and they don't need me when the ship takes off, or they send me home now because they need me when the ship takes off.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that was probably mentioned on one of you guys' shows way back when. But what exactly are you doing on the ship? I know you're a merchant marine, but What's a day in the life of Fabian on an elongated boat like?
Well, it's pretty much the same old rumors and everything. I'm just scrubbing decks, sweeping hallways here and there, mopping the deck, scrubbing the deck. And at first, we didn't really have all the tools, so we was just scrubbing it with regular old hands and brooms and brushes. And then we just got our buffer and we just got a power washer, so we was actually really cleaning out everything as best as possible. My job is I'm pretty much at the bottom of the barrel. I'm just listening to the next man above me telling me what the next guy said above him, what the next guy said above him. So it's just the captain shitting on the next guy and passing the message down to me.
So did you have you ridden the buffer yet?
Yeah. I know how to ride it.
You got to ride the buffer, man.
Yeah, I even know how to dance with the buffer once in a while. You know, it's easy to control.
He missed me so much he was dancing with it.
Yeah, it's easy.
You got to sit on that You got to sit on that buffer, and you hold it, and you hit it, and you just hang on for dear life, man.
Yep, that's all. Just ride it.
I remember doing that in college at our maritime academy, just riding the buffers. Right on.
Yeah, I mean, we've all done it. I mean, as a Barbara Carter's there, Buffer Riders Unite. I know for a fact, I would bet money that, RV Underway, I know he's going to say it, Buffer Rodeo.
Yep. We can have a Buffalo rodeo on our yacht that we all buy together.
But that's got to be a big yacht, so we got to keep our distance. You know?
Oh yeah.
Well, we can just make sure the cabins are big enough that nobody can bother each other.
We do Morse code to make sure nobody's walking down the passageway before other people come down.
Well, if we did Morse code, I think I might remember some of it. Ricky probably remembers it, and I don't know if you guys were even taught it when you were going.
I was.
You were taught it?
I wasn't, so I'm not gonna.
I know flashing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
I know flashing light, and so I had to do flashing light and also for listening.
Yeah, I only know the SOS.
Yeah, because I know it was a long time ago that the Coast Guard stopped teaching, because they used to teach Morse code in basic training, and they stopped it, and that was probably 20 years ago. So I didn't know the Merchant Marines were still teaching it.
Buffer shuffleboard.
Buffer shuffleboard. I haven't done that one yet. Mr. Roboto is Buffer Tech First Class. So apparently we need to do a video about buffer riding because it looks to be a pretty popular topic.
Yeah.
Wow.
New Horizons rode the buffer when she was when she was a custodian at school. You know.
So I guess I'm not the only crazy one riding buffers here.
Oh heck
That's
no.
the good thing.
The biggest question is, did you do it sober? Because lots of people have ridden buffers, but it's a very small number of people that have done it sober.
Well, I've done it sober.
I was in college.
Okay, I got the answer to that question. I've done it either way, because you got to try. You got to see which one's better, right?
Yeah.
So equal opportunity. I want to know which way is the best way to do this, and the sober method is a lot safer. I'll put it like that, and less upsetting to the stomach. Let's put it like that.
Hey, when you're weekend warriors and you're stuck somewhere, you got to do some things that are entertaining.
Oh, I know.
Only thing I suggest is you need a very long extension cord.
Yes, absolutely. That's key.
Spinning around, you're gonna run out of the wire, and you're gonna just stop the fun ride.
And you got to tie it in a knot where you plug it in so it doesn't come unplugged.
Yep, you got to do that old construction worker knot, I call it.
And no helmets. Helmets are for wimps.
Yep. I don't even ride bicycles with helmets. So
that's right. I didn't get this brain damaged, just by staring at the wall. I worked at it. What?
I bet Blue Wave Odyssey Surfer Dude could ride one.
Yeah. So
we have some Morse code action happening in the chat.
Yeah, I see that.
I think Rocky's having trouble. He might have too many Coca-Colas. He keeps writing some wrong things. I think he's trying to do SOS. Keeps forgetting.
Well, Google Translate isn't as good as people think it is.
No.
No.
I put a
just-
Oh
hole.
yeah, RV Underway did one.
I put a hole in the wall at school when I did the buffer ride. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. Yeah, Rocky keeps trying. I'm pretty sure that's Rocky. Is that
Yeah.
you, Rocky? Or I'd be surprised if Aaron's trying to knock out
Aaron?
some Morse code here, but you never know.
What are you saying?
Well,
I don't know.
he's doing 3 dits, 2 prolong, and 3 dits. So
Yeah.
he's
I
trying
even
to
used-
do. I thought SOS there was 3 prolong. So I thought he was doing 3 prolong in the middle for SOS, but
See, I only know the SOS, and that's the 3, 2, 3.
Yeah.
3 long, 2 short, 3 long.
Yeah, I knew a couple of things, and I also used to know I also used to know the flags too, the flag code.
yes. Mhm.
But that is long gone. I'm surprised they even remember that I used to know it. But so,
Well, I was teaching at the Naval Academy a couple years ago, and we had to do some div tacs and stuff like that. So they still use the
It's
flags
rough, we've been
and
too long today.
coding and also flashing lights also for their div tacs. So that's still practice, at least in the Navy, for secret stuff.
I know all about secret stuff.
Me too.
Shh.
Secret agent here.
That's right, secret agent. I'm
Agent.
trying to see if I got any other buffer riders in here. If anybody has a buffer story they'd like to share, it's probably best we don't do that.
Yeah, my
Andrew
college
Horizons
years will
with
not
the
be
shit pixels
put
in
on.
here.
You're gonna open up a whole can.
Yeah. Some bad memories.
Some very bad memories.
Hey, we also had like chair ridings with jousting down the hallways and all that way too.
No, I never
Yeah.
did that one.
We did that. This was actually at my first base. So this is not school of any kind. This is active duty Air Force, so we were in chairs, and I know, go ahead and say it, Chair Force. Let's all get it out of our system now.
I wasn't gonna
Chair
say it.
Force. But we played chair basketball. We had one of those little Nerf hoops. It's like this big around.
Yeah.
And we got a rubber ball that we could actually dribble, and we played basketball in office chairs. And you had to play it like you did basketball. I mean, you had to dribble the ball, and everything else. And I don't know how many chairs we broke. I don't know how many. We used a lot of paint because we had it up against the equipment rack. One of those gray equipment racks was where we had the hoop, and so we were slamming into that constantly. Then painting it where we screwed it up, but we did the jousting with the chairs too. If anybody ever screwed up or did something really stupid, we had that shrink wrap they use for cargo planes on the pallets. We shrink wrap them to the chairs. We did that to one guy once. He was getting promoted to E3, and in the Air Force, like most services, it's kind of just like you just do your time and then 6 months, whatever, and then you get it. So he miscalculated his days, so he showed up to work a day early with that extra stripe on. And so instead of sending him home, we just shrink wrapped into the chair and put him outside the building. And
gosh.
And our division chief came by, who was a major, and she looked at him, and we were standing out there with him. She looked at him and said, "What are you guys doing here?" Like, "Oh, he put his stripe on a day early." She was like, "Okay," and walked in the building. He thought we were going to get in trouble and he was going to get unhooked, but she was prior enlisted, so we were all good.
She understood.
Yeah,
So she understood.
So,
exactly.
Mr. Roboto would be happy to share if the statute of limitations is passed.
Oh,
And does this mean that we're buffering?
we are buffering. Oh, that's a bad joke.
Buffering.
We are buffering.
I thought
Oh,
that's
jeez.
funny.
Oh, did you read that or did you make that one up?
No, I made it
Oh, that was
up.
all you? That was awesome. Good job.
Great good job.
Barbara Carter did some chair jousting at sea. Yep, you hit those waves just right.
Yeah. Well, you do the chair jousting whether you meant to or not.
Oh yeah, there's been times that we walked on bulkheads the ship was just
Yeah.
rocking so hard, and you're just walking on the bulkhead, just walking through the passageway.
Are you on rolling chair?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well,
what did y'all
Talyn
use
just
for the
left, so I don't know.
joystick
I think we need to change the
Mops,
subject because
brooms.
Talyn just walked
Mops
out of the room.
stick?
All
I
right,
never
so
did that one.
so we already learned about what Fabian was doing on the long boat. I think that was kind of the name of the the long well no the long is that the name? Is that the Lucille Ball movie Long Honeymoon? Yeah,
I think.
yeah, or Long RV, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so Becky, tell us what you do?
What I do. So I navigate ships.
Thanks.
Hang on, I couldn't hear that because somebody was talking
fine.
in my ear. Could you please repeat that?
I'm 30 seconds behind.
It's all right. So I drive ships. That's the easiest way of putting it. So I have my Chief Mate Unlimited license
Okay, cool.
and
Jerry Holiday
1,600
flew
tons
live.
gross ton. A master's.
Okay,
Let me look that up.
so DJ About Nice Team just said that Jerry Holly is going live. So Shelly's checking that out real quick, and if he is, I'm going to end this, and then we can just all jump over there. So just everybody stand by for a second as we
No
check.
problem.
He is live
And
now.
yes, and after that is Slow Momentum.
Yeah.
KT is doing his karaoke. So we
So
won't be able to drop the link for KT, but we can drop.
I'm gonna pull up that link, and I'm sorry, Becky, I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but
No
Um,
problem at all.
he is
That's
going to
Jerry
go
Holly.
live. Let's go over and support our good friend over here as
No
I
problem.
drop the link. We'll have to pick this up. Well, okay, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to do a show on sometime on Tuesday, just totally nerd tech stuff when it comes to RVs. I'm going to start it this
Okay.
Tuesday, so I don't know what time. Just stay tuned. Fabian and Becky. Fabian, if Becky's not happy to see you home, we all are happy to see you there. So if nothing else, you got us, buddy.
All right. That's good to know, man.
Cap Jack's also just live too. I just saw, but let's all go see Jerry Holly and show him some love and support. I just dropped the link, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you all over with Jerry Holly.
Thanks. See you there.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.